Lesson 2, page 4. Stones that longed to be diamonds, polishing oneself. Among the stones along a riverbank lay a single diamond. A sharp-eyed peddler saw it, picked it up, and sold it to the king. The sparkle of the new diamond in the king's crown delighted the citizens of the country. The story of the diamond's success reached the other stones and caused a furor. They were consumed with jealousy. One day they called out to a passing farmer, "A stone that used to be one of us went to the capital and made a name for himself. He's nothing but a stone, the same as us. Surely if we went to the capital, we could be successful too. Please take us there." Taking pity on them, the farmer put the stones in his cart and took them along to the capital. Their dream of making it to the capital came true, but the result was far from what they had expected. Naturally, they did not end up in the king's crown. Instead, they were made into cobblestones and suffered under a load of heavy traffic every day, weeping tears of bitter regret. One day, as the owl flew off scowling, his companion, the dove, called out, "Where are you off to with a face like thunder?" The owl said plaintively, "The people around here don't like my screech, as you know, so I decided to move." The dove chuckled and said wisely, "That's no use. Move if you want to, but as long as you don't change your screech, the people at the new place aren't going to like you any better than the people here do. If you're willing to leave the place where you were born, you should be willing to make the effort to change your voice. Polishing oneself is the true secret of success. If you shine, people will naturally be drawn to you and your life will improve. If you chase after success without struggling to better yourself, you only pave the way to failure. Okay, so this is today's story about the importance of polishing ourselves. And yeah, it's without polishing ourselves, so we just like ordinary existence, because as much as we like to think we are very special, but if we don't polish ourselves, we are made of blind passions such as desires or greed, anger, or foolishness. So that's not really special. Actually, it causes a lot of suffering in the world. Every day we hear the news. So we hear, things that are not very uplifting because people become a slave to these blind passions. They're totally controlled by their blind passions, and they end up doing foolish things that harm themselves and harm other people. So first and foremost, it starts with the awareness of what is it that needs to be polished. If we don't settle with this value system that, for example, anger is dreadful, of course we need energy to create a change in society or in our lives. That energy is good. But if the energy is coming from a place of anger, which means, stepping down on other people, killing them in our mind, so that energy is not good. Yeah. And if we don't settle with this value system, like Buddha teaches us that anger is dreadful, so then naturally we're not going to do much about it. We just let it be. So, and then we harm ourselves and others. So it starts by listening to Buddhism and gaining this awareness of what is it within myself that I want to polish, maybe throughout my life, and then this month, and today. What is it I want to constantly work with? So basically, there are these three major blind passions: our desires or greed, anger, and foolishness, like jealousy or resentment. So once we define our value system, what is it that we want to change or polish within ourselves, then we just work with it and we try to improve our voice, like I said in the story. That means, well, we try to soften our tone of voice. Yesterday in the meetup, we talked a lot about smiling, the power of smiling. It's giving to others. So through these hard practices, because smiling is not easy, through these hard practices, we get polished actually bit by bit, and our happiness bit by bit will grow. And until we reach a point where we can experience happiness that holds us fast, never to abandon us. So good job everyone for being here, taking these steps forward together as Sangha community here. And today is Saturday, so we're going to have the Happiness Lab at 10 a.m. and have a beautiful start of your weekend. Bye.